One day.
One. Okay, we're live. I think. Waiting for this thing to load.
Whoa!
Boom. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PFF Fantasy Football Live Draft on Fantrax. We got Ian Hartitz, we got Jared Evans, we got Kevin Cole. We don't have best ball. We have a regular PPR 12-team league. Are you guys excited? Ian, we'll start with you.
Yeah, because I got a top 3 pick. This was allegedly randomized, but I don't know how Kev's feeling about that because, I don't know. Andrew got the first one. None of us were aware of what happened, and he seems to not really have many answers. So I'm curious about the other guy's thoughts on it. But otherwise, yeah, let's do a fantasy draft.
I'm just excited to beat you guys and get the company street cred here because this is a battle of the wits.
Okay.
Let's not overvalue. Let's not overvalue that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was complaining about the draft order already. I say anyone who wants, I know this is a little bit like getting into too nerdy of stuff here, but anyone who's an advocate of third round reversal to try to hedge some of the benefit of those top picks, I'm all for that this year.
Yeah. Third down reversal is awesome. I wasn't even aware of what it was until like a couple months ago. But once I heard it, it was great because especially in some of these smaller leagues, like if God forbid you're in an 8-man league, if you're the number 1 pick, you get 3 of the first 17 picks. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know what it was until I think it was a while back. This is maybe like 2015, 2016 when I was playing in some quote unquote high stakes leagues. And one of the providers, I think it's NFFC. Don't ask me what that stands for. They have third round reversal there. So that's how I first learned about it.
Andrew, you a third down reversal guy?
I mean, not when I have the number 1 pick, no.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It
definitely makes things more. Yeah, it makes things more fair because if you have McCaffrey and McCaffrey does what he did in 2019, then I mean, my chances of winning this league it's so much higher than you guys are. It's just because I got lucky by being the number 1 pick. And I was actually thinking about that. It's like, how. Is every team we drafted an underdog like dust at this point? If McCaffrey goes off in like 2019, it's like every team we draft doesn't even matter. So, yeah. I think it makes sense.
Especially this being a 10-team league. Yeah. I don't even want to know who's going to be there for you on the 2-3 turn to add to McCaffrey because it's going to be disgusting. No matter what, it's going to be sickening.
All right. Well, just so I don't miss my pick, I'm going to add McCaffrey to the queue. Throw him in there.
There's no debate. You're not thinking Dalvin Cook mix it up here? No,
man. Actually, I was thinking about picking Jonathan Taylor, but he's got a Nick Chubb ceiling that people don't agree with me on. But oh well.
I'm excited to see which PFF team member just starts going rogue and like completely abandons like fantasy football groupthink and tries to outsmart it. I don't know. We'll see. I think my money might be on Kent.
Oh,
how early is Kent going to take Myles Gaskin after he made that bold prediction that he was going to be a league winner and then decided
all-time awful timing by the social
RB3.
Oh, yeah. My joke was, he's a league winner in second team preseason leagues. That's he's a league winner there. But okay, so here's the thing. I'm starting to galaxy brain a little bit on like Myles Gaskin and David Johnson. Like, I feel like as long as you have that receiving role, I think it's better to back in that direction to maybe having a league winning season is to like be the third down guy who could then maybe take over early downs rather than the reverse, especially in a PPR is pretty tough.
That's fair. I would say the only problem with David Johnson is seemingly Burkhead and Ingram are also going to be involved and we just didn't see him with that one. So that aside, yeah, I'm with you on everything. Third down, even like someone like Nyheim Hines, man, it is crazy that the PPR RB 16 last year is regularly available in the 40 rounds or the RB 40 range. I understand not having Rivers, is a major factor in that, but still a top 20 running back that's now available for freaking nothing in the exact same situation. Otherwise, at least in terms of the backfield.
Yeah. I mean, freaking James White was a top 10 guy, right? 1 year. Gio Bernard, by the way.
Oh my God, Gio Bernard is going. I talked to a guy on the radio from Tampa Bay, and he says every practice he watched, Giovanni Bernard just gets peppered with targets. Like,
I actually have an article coming out. I'm going to tout him and some other guys.
Yeah, he's the guy definitely to own. But before we hop into the draft, just want to give a shout out to Fantrax. most customizable platform on the market. We are obviously playing our leagues on Fantrax. If you want to move your league from another site, Fantrax can import any of your current leagues completely free. We also have a running ticker at the bottom of the screen that you can see down below. Create a free Fantrax account for a chance to win a signed Davante Adams jersey with promo code PFF at fantrax.com/PFF. Let's get into it. I'm on the clock. Christian McCaffrey is mine.
You got auto picked. You got to take a shot or something.
Auto picked for Christian McCaffrey.
Oh man, I wish auto pick, like when you get auto pick, it should take someone like 12 spots down in ADP. It should not reward the person. It
should skip your pick like in the real draft. You're just like,
yeah,
oh no.
It should be like it should be NFL draft rules. Like when you're ready to pick again, you can go. But
I think that's what they did in Scott Fishbowl, and I thought that was good.
Yeah, Scott Fishbowl is years ahead of its time. We're going to be playing Scott Fishbowl rules on ESPN standard leagues in 10 years, maybe on Fantrax.
What's
the draft? What is the draft?
What are we doing here too? Oh, there's that horn.
All right.
Can you guys hear my horn?
This is the first
I heard
the first pivot point here.
Zach
what are we going to do?
With Dalvin Cook.
I used to be concerned about this pick before Michael Thomas unfortunately decided not to get surgery on that ankle. It's got to be Alvin Kamara. I was probably overthinking it earlier in the offseason. Sean Payton's going to get his guy the touches. He's probably not going to score, 21 touchdowns, 18 touchdowns, wherever he had last year. Still, I think easy number 3. Give me AK 41.
What about the fact that it looks like Taysom I think, has the inside opportunity there? Goal line touches.
I mean, look, if there's anyone to share the offense with, I'd be a little more concerned. But Kamara might catch 100+ passes this year. Like it's going to be wild. And those Taysom games, one of them was that weird Broncos game where they literally just basically laid on the ball. And I don't know, we did see him get peppered at the end. Maybe now I'm just trying to convince myself I didn't make the wrong move with the way I'm explaining it against what I was doing before. But it's just those receptions. Him and Eckler and Saquon, I just think at the end of the day, they're going to catch so many passes. It doesn't matter.
There's no one to
Zeke was on pace for 80 catches last year with Dak.
Yeah. I moved Zeke ahead of Derrick
and
Henry
he's got
today.
Zeke has the most. Who has the most touchdown upside besides? I'd say Zeke or Derrick. Zeke. He plays on the best offense. Kamara's offense could suck.
To start the offseason, though, Zeke was late. He was going in like the end of the first round sort of thing. Maybe even early second round in some drafts. It's wild how things can shift around because literally nothing has changed about Ezekiel Elliott unless you buy into best shape of my career season. Then that's happened. But other than that, nothing has changed. But he's gone wild. Oh, here we go. Saquon getting back into the top 5.
It kind of concerned me in the first episode of Hard Knocks when McCarthy was like, oh, Zeke's in way better shape than he showed up last year. It was like, what the hell was it last year? Like, my goodness.
He got COVID, man. He got COVID and he just he just couldn't recover. I don't know.
He did look a little thick. The belly was showing.
Yeah. And now with Tony Pollard riding his ass for his job, he's like, oh damn, I need to work out or else I'm gonna lose my job.
Do we think that Tony Pollard is going to be involved though? Because that is kind of a risk a little bit. No.
Probably not.
Yeah,
5-8 touches a game, the most.
Early this offseason, Tony Pollard, I heard Tony Pollard was just a straight up better player. That was that's what the concern was. He was just going to come in there and steal Fat Zeke's job. Straight up. Okay, well, Zeke here.
90 million reasons why not, but
all right, there you go, Zeke. Team Ian Wolf representing. Hopefully he's watching the stream. We definitely convinced him to draft Zeke. Jonathan Taylor, the highest guy on the board, very polarizing player. I don't have Jonathan Taylor as first round pick. I think for the most part, you guys are out on him in the first round too, or have you moved him back up because Wentz and Quentin Nelson have magical feet that have healed and they're going to be ready for week 1?
I would just say it's pretty wild looking at this early. We still got to see the guys in live games and stuff, but Marlon Mack, CJ Uzoma, and OJ Howard.
I haven't heard that one.
My bad. And OJ Howard, 3 guys with Achilles injuries last year, all back in training camp, all playing in the preseason games. I think OJ was out there too. Maybe not. He's at least practicing.
Yeah, he was playing.
And, I just wonder, there wasn't that long ago where torn ACLs were seen as, the worst thing ever. And we have fixed that with modern science and stuff.
Oh, what the heck? I didn't realize this was even my pick.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Maybe I need to turn the timer back on.
Maybe that's why the timer's there.
I thought I was pick 8 for some reason. All right. Well, all right. I guess I got Jonathan Taylor now.
All right. Oh my God. All right. So Kevin, who would have you liked to pick if you?
I was going to take Davante Adams.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree. It was going to be Taylor. Stuck with it.
Oh my God.
You have him pretty high, right, Kevin?
How do you tell? First of all, am I missing something here? I don't even be able to tell how it's my pick.
Keep the horn on. Embrace it.
Keep the horn on.
It gives you a rush every time.
Order on the right. So I'm up now, and I'm going to take Aaron Jones here.
Oh, here's the draft order.
Oh, I didn't have my screen expanded far enough. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got
there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, Jared, Aaron Jones makes sense.
Yeah,
right on brand.
Guy. Yeah, very on brand. I mean, I just think that Aaron Rodgers is not going to throw for 48 touchdowns again, but the Packers offense is going to be just as good. So it just is like a simple regression play that a lot of those touchdowns are going to go through the run game. Jamal Williams is gone. Aaron Jones is going to get a ton more targets, and he's just going to be awesome. He scored, what was it, 19 touchdowns like 2 years ago? He could easily get to that number again.
Aaron Jones over Derrick Henry?
No, I got Henry 4th.
If Jones can get those targets from Jamal, because we all know Dylan's going to get a bunch of carries, but if Jones can just be the undisputed pass down back now, that would be absolutely massive for him. They always trust him on the goal line and stuff, but Dylan's probably going to remain as involved as Jamal. Again, it's just those freaking targets, which we know he can handle. And he is even they've used him at wide receiver, and he's thrived at that in the past. He can catch downfield. Let's just hope they get it, because, Andrew, we joked about this on the PFF fantasy pile out. Some of these tweets when you're hearing about the Jordan Love hype, it's talking about AJ Dillon running wheels and stuff. So I know he only caught 8 or 11 passes or whatever it was at Boston College. Packers seem like they're okay with him there. So worst case is that Dillon's just a 1-for-1 sub for Jamal. But even then, Jones was RB5 last year. So I think he's going, just where he should be going. He's got upside for a hell of a lot more.
I think Jones is an interesting dude too, because pre-Rodgers controversy, Broncos, all that sort of stuff, Jones was not going that high. But now a lot of people, I've seen people have him as high as maybe the 5th pick overall now, where no one was close to putting him there before that. So it's almost like he's gotten a boost from where he was in the early offseason, despite the fact that nothing has really changed from that point until now. I think people are just maybe less excited about some of these other guys.
So you take Aaron Jones or Davante Adams in PPR?
I'm taking Adams, but yeah.
I don't know. I think that Matt LaFleur was designing these plays for Davante Adams last year at the goal line, and they were just manufacturing him touchdowns. And I don't think that's going to happen again. There's going to be other guys who are involved in the red zone.
I had Jones. Go ahead, Ian.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had Jones actually at RB5 to start the offseason. I was too low on Zeke, dumb me. And then I talked about coming around to Kamara once Thomas got out of the picture. It was funny, though, because when I had him RB5, our social account sends out the ranks, and Aaron Jones himself comes out and responds with a GIF saying, where the hell am I? Wearing his sombrero.
We're not going to get away with GIF. We're not going to get away with GIF, by the way.
GIF? Yeah. Okay. Finally, I never know if I had it right. GIF. Okay.
No, some people stand for GIF. They say that's the original pronunciation, but I can't let that go.
I never know what the hell I'm doing. But I just want to be like, Aaron, you're the consensus RB8. I have you 3 spots ahead. This is not a diss. Come on, man. But it is what it is. Guys going for RB1. You could get it. Crazier things have happened.
All right, I'm gonna go. I think I'm up now.
Oh, Nathan Yonke got sniped. He didn't get Austin Eckler.
Yeah, that's his guy.
Ben Brown sniped him. Reckless.
You should have taken him 9th.
Yeah, that's what he did. He's the fraud.
That's his fault.
What about Chubb though? Would any of you guys taken Chubb this early?
No.
Okay, well, I just got a little horn in my ear. Now I'm ready. Okay, so now the question is, like, I think I kind of have to go wide receiver here. I guess I could go Mixon because I'm into Mixon this year, but as long as Tyreek's still there, I think I have to go Tyreek. So
I mean, Tyreek should not be a second round pick in PPR.
So that has to be done.
I don't know.
But if Tyreek was gone, I might consider Mixon there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mixon is the sent out.
He's low. He's running kind of low here.
Yeah, no, he's low. He's a back of the second round pick most of the time. He's probably gonna get injured now because I made a TikTok video about him, so that's great.
How's the TikTok working, by the way? Explain to me how the TikTok works, because I've seen some of the like fantasy babes doing TikToks, but I don't know. Like how does it work?
I just go on. I usually make some type of like video about the player or some like highlight or whatever, and then I just record myself.
Do you feel it's necessary to put a tank top on before you do those videos?
I mean, well, I have to turn the AC off in my room, or else it gets too hot, or you can't record it over the AC because it's too loud. So I'm like sweating. I'm like, all right, I got to get this TikTok video done. Like, come on, let's speed up the process.
Hey, it's
here.
okay. You know what? If you got it, you got to flaunt it sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah.
I had the same damn problem in Connecticut. Sometimes the AC is just too loud and they make you turn it off, and you're just sitting there pouring sweat as you're trying to just podcast.
Okay, so Mixon does go next here. So when people are Mixon hype is good here. We're talking about a mid second round pick in a 10-team league. That's pretty early. Okay, so now we have Diggs going next here, which probably aren't going to see that a lot in a PPR league this year, but I'm not necessarily against it because it's starting to get a little thin at running back at this point.
Does 10-team league change whether you go or whether you're worried about position scarcity at all here between running backs and receivers?
Makes you want to get a tight end. Like you want an elite tight end. Like definitely, because you're just going to have an advantage over everyone again. And more so, I guess. And I guess it makes it maybe a little bit, but then I think it makes quarterback like punt, because I can just lock in what the number 10 quarterback could be. Ryan Tannehill, Tom Brady. Yeah. I can get Fields or Lance.
It's all about the streaming life right here. So that just reminds me, Harditz and let me see, Tantillo, someone are responsible for drafting Waller and Kittle here, so that Erickson does not have a chance to get him at this turd here, because otherwise,
let's go.
On my part.
Well done, Ian.
Are you listening, Zach? Are you listening? Are you on the line here?
Come on, Zach.
Yeah, but Kittle might be a little early here. With some of these guys left. I don't know if you're going to take him above Hopkins.
I was going through that scenario as I was about to pick, and my kind of thoughts on it were like, okay, with it being 10-man, I wouldn't mind locking in like Hopkins there, or maybe even Gibson or something. I'm more okay with the wide receiver running back that's going to be available for me in the third than not getting Waller or Kittle, particularly after preseason week 1 nuked like 4 of our favorite late round tight ends already. So I am more in on get one of the big 3 guys than ever.
Okay, so Hopkins does go, which I think is probably the right pick there. So Andrew, you into Kittle for one of these 2 picks then?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sure. And then what are you gonna go? Gibson, Kittle?
Don't give him any ideas.
Christian McCaffrey in Washington, right?
Oh my God, Christian McCaffrey times 2. Yes.
Nah, you should totally go do something else.
No, that's.
I don't buy it. It's not happening. I don't see that CMC role happening for Gibson.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty obvious. I mean, this is just disgusting. Well, I will register my complaint here about the fact that you can start McCaffrey. And I think there's a teardrop here at running back right after Gibson. Would you guys agree or not?
I mean, Edwards-Helaire is kind of, I think Edwards-Helaire is kind of in that. I mean, all the second-year running backs, like this is what I said in my TikTok. It's like we all think that maybe Edwards-Helaire could be the bell cow, Gibson could be the bell cow, like this like 3-down workhorse machine, when Joe Mixon is that guy. Like he just pissed everybody off last. Like that's all the responses in my.
What about Chris
video.
Evans though? Chris Evans.
Captain
I'm not joking.
America.
He had 4 receptions. They're trying to push him at least in that. He had 4 targets, 4 receptions in the preseason. He gained basically 0 yards on the ground. He just ran it into the pile and fell down. But he caught the ball 4 times at least.
He was a really good receiver at Michigan, really good. And then,
so maybe they might try. I know you think like Bernard's gone, so that completely opens things up. But they might try. I agree. The right move is to assume that Mixon's going to gain some of that share, but they might try to squeeze Evans in, at least initially, into that role.
But even last year, Mixon was at like 23 touches per game with Bernard.
That's true.
So like that's the thing. It's like
he was the RB10 in PPR points per game last year, and everyone says, "Oh, take out the Jacksonville game." Like, no, I'm not taking out a game where he balled out because
Let's take out all the games that Jonathan Taylor had easy matchups. Take out all the David Montgomery games where he had easy matchups. Derrick Henry. Let's take out the Texans games, the Jaguars games. Like,
and I understand the Bengals O-line is not good. It's PFF's 25th ranked group, but McCaffrey's is 30th, and freaking Cooks is 27th. Like, we don't care when they're getting the 300 plus touch workload that Mixon is in line for. Last year was the first year of his career. He was so injured. Seems to be fine right now. All the right things have been said. Like, don't let an injury last year distract you from.
Yeah, we entered the part of the draft here where you really have to be worried about the auto picks with a quarterback at the top of the of the list of players.
Solves everything, man. I couldn't be less worried about auto picks. That's one of my favorite parts about Fantrax. I wish I would have been touting that more throughout the podcast. I'll need to now. Best horn in the business.
Best horn in the business.
Okay, AJ Brown. So what do you guys think? I might take Justin Jefferson above AJ Brown. Tell me why I'm wrong, because I know everyone loves AJ Brown.
I think you're right.
All right, tell me why I'm right.
I have Jefferson one spot ahead.
I think Jefferson will get more targets. That's really, I think that's, I mean, he had like a 30% target share like the second half of the year after kind of taking over for Thielen. And I don't think the Vikings offense is going to be nearly as good because I think their defense is much better, but I think that's just going to like hurt Thielen. I think
it's going to hurt my feelings to have Jefferson go here one pick before my pick, because I don't really know who I like next, quite honestly, amongst the choices.
I think people are actually letting Jefferson fall because of the sprained AC joint thing, which I would not do.
Yeah,
so who you guys taking?
He's fine.
Who you guys taking? Okay, Jefferson's gone, which I assume. Who would you guys take here? Maybe I'll just do a crowdsourcing here.
I take Keenan. He's my wide receiver 6, man. Like, his target pace.
I saw a lot of targets. He saw a lot of targets. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, people were pretty high on Robinson earlier this year. I'm a little worried about the rookie quarterback factor. McLaurin is like a maybe for me, above Keenan for like some possible upside. So that would be my other.
You got to go CeeDee Lamb.
Choice. I mean, Keenan scored 8 touchdowns in pretty much 13 games. If he just gets for once a little bit of a spike, if he gets like 12, 13 touchdowns, then
I don't know. You know what? I'm feeling frisky here, and I think I'm going to take McLaurin here.
Kevin Otto's Jonathan Taylor in round 1 gets frisky, quote unquote.
Dipping my mouth here
so I
can get Keenan Allen.
Hey, I'm just trying I'm going for upside here. I'm going for Fitz magic. There's going to be Fitz magic in the air. Okay. I don't think Samuel's actually going to do that much on the team. And I think there's just going to be a lot of Fitz magic in the air here.
I think like the target floor for Fitz's number 1 receiver when he started at least 10 games is like 129. So yeah, McLaurin's going to eat. Best quarterback of his career. We're all saying that about Allen Robinson. Like, it is for sure true as well. And I would say even more definitively true for Terry McLaurin.
Yeah. So I'm going for like potential top 3 season. Although there's not much of a chance of that. That would be my hope. Is that higher chance for him than it is for Allen.
I just don't know how Nate's going to keep drafting without Eckler. I mean,
why does he just log off now?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh man, nah. I think
he said when Kelsey falls to 109, you need to pick him. Whatever you want to tell yourself, Nate. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
All right, Josh Jacobs is up on this board here. I know that he's not someone that I'm not taking Josh Jacobs in the 3rd round or 4th round
or the 5th or the
no. He's like a 6th round guy.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's never going to happen in real drafts besides underdog.
So are we in the quote unquote running back dead zone at this point? Because I think these guys are better than the running backs that come a few rounds later. But I don't know, man. There's some good receivers available right here.
I think I might look at receivers too, but I would say Montgomery and Dobbins and even Henderson. After them, I would draw the line and say, this is a cemetery.
You can get CeeDee Lamb here.
Well,
yeah, get CeeDee Lamb.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't take them now. I would take the wide receivers too. I agree. I'm just saying, I draw the line at the dead zone after pretty much Dobbins, I would say.
Okay, I think Dobbins is in the dead zone for me, but yeah, okay.
Dobbins is in the dead zone. Doesn't catch passes. Sorry.
I also might have 0 shares of Dobbins this year, so maybe I'm just lying to myself because he's a former Buckeye. I'm like, you're not in the dead zone, even though I never draft you.
Oh man, you think Kent's gonna take Myles Gaskin at ADP?
He has to.
Okay, what about Miles Sanders this year? What do we think? Everyone hates Miles Sanders this year. I don't know why. I kind of like him.
Shout out Elliott Shore Parks. He had one of the dumbest tweets ever about like lucking into a home run and all that, but he actually came through with some clutch first team carries and stuff from Eagles practice, and Sanders was dominating, and Boston Scott was getting his, but he did that last year too. And if the first preseason game told us anything, it's that, Carryon just got freaking cut, so he's out of the picture. And Gamewell, I mean, okay, caught a few balls, but I don't think he looked like he was ready to necessarily have the sort of, Nyheim Hines role that we've been throwing around by any stretch. So, a lot of these rookies, same thing with Michael Carter, like we tend to kind of overstate their kind of initial early season importance. If it's a 2-back committee instead of 3 in Philly, Sanders is probably going to beat ADP.
Yeah, I can see that. Now I'm going to do some blasphemy right here though. And I'm going to go with my man Josh Allen. What do you think about that?
By the way, Jared, I like the Cooper pick.
Yeah. Cooper over Lamb.
That's really on brand, Kev.
Hey, I'm just trying to get that lock-in top 2 quarterback, and then we can work around the rest in a 10-team league.
Kevin's gonna look back at his team and be like, "What was I doing in this draft?"
Hey,
quarterback
feeling good.
The legend grows.
Miles Sanders, come on. I can't draft these guys before I draft my man.
I can't draft the dead zone. I
can't draft the dead zone, and these receivers are not attractive to me either.
What about Montgomery? I feel like Montgomery is the one. Like if you had to look at the dead zone and say which one of these guys are we like overthinking it, it might be Montgomery. I know Damian Williams will be more involved than Cordero was as the backup. Montgomery I could see him getting 20 carries and targets per game without too much of an issue, particularly as long as Cohen remains as banged up as he is.
Yeah, I think about so someone I was thinking about in the dead zone as someone that I thought was safe, but then I kind of thought more about it. You think Chris Carson is kind of like more of a dead zone running because he's a little bit older and he gets hurt all the time. Do you think that he's a thought different because he's like bucketed with all like the second year running backs, like with the Swifts and Sanders and Jacobs to an extent? I like Carson more, but should we be more concerned about Carson? I know they said that he is obviously like the lead back on early downs, but are they going to use Penny? Like, I don't know. Something like I'm kind of cool on Carson a little bit.
I think Penny is the $1 million question.
Those guys are all dead zone for me. I'm sorry. Like anyone after. I hate the early dead zone more than the late dead zone. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
Kevin is just murdering all of these running backs. Like if you're not a top 10 running back, you're
no. But I would rather take like who are these running backs who are kind of dead. Like there's a level of deadness that matters. Yeah, I might take Gaskin. If he falls long enough, I would rather have Gaskin over whatever wide receiver is available at that point than having Chris Carson over who did Carson go before in our draft? I can't rewind to see this, unfortunately. But did he go before who
he went before like Amari Cooper, who I just took, or CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah, like I'm not taking Chris Carson above Amari Cooper,
I think Chris Carson has a role of like a second round running back if he stays healthy in an ideal world. But
bro, he's like the RB5 before he got hurt last year.
Yeah,
he's missed a lot less.
But the whole Seattle offense was the like top 5 at everything.
The entire offense was RB. The entire offense was RB5.
Yeah, the entire offense was something 5. And then it all fell apart.
Yeah, that's true.
On the clock.
But maybe it fell apart because of Chris Carson, which I've seen theorized out there by running back truthers.
I do think it's interesting that we look at Pittsburgh and Seattle, 2 offense. Seattle offense was like incredible the first 8 weeks. I'm not saying Pittsburgh was ever as good as them. Either way, both of them largely sucked in the second half of the year. A lot of assumptions Seattle bounces back. I'm not saying I disagree with it. I have the guys ranked pretty high myself. Not giving Pittsburgh that same chance. Despite all that last year, they were still the 12th ranked scoring offense. I mean, if Ben just isn't washed, we're going to be looking at Juju and Claypool being like, why the hell were we so low on these guys? Even like Ebron, I know Freiermuth is going to be involved, but they're just at the bottom. And I don't know. I know PFF like hates the Steelers now. Like that's our thing. After calling them, correctly calling them one of the most overrated or the most overrated 11-0 squad ever. I do wonder if like we could just be burying the Steelers a little too soon.
Ben is just going to check it down to Najee Harris every time. That's what I think the offense is going to be.
And Deontay, who I just picked.
And Deontay, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for Deontay. I was like, why is he not here? He should be available. Oh my God, Ian took him because me and Ian are competing to see who can rank Deontay higher.
I'm just taking all of Andrews, man. Crap.
Well, here we go. Back on again.
I know this is tough.
Come on, join me in quarterback drafting too early land.
No. Pat.
Come on. You want to get Kyler. That's the end of the tier. Unless you want to put Dak in there too. Guys, some people want Dak in the tier too, but I don't. But
it's a fantasy football draft, and Julio Jones is available in the 5th round. I just feel like it'd be mean not to.
Yeah, I'm with that.
He's gonna be great. I mean, Matt Ryan isn't. I'm not even saying Tannehill is this big quarterback upgrade. It's just like Julio.
Is this perfect? Awesome. And Miles Gaskin is there at the top of the board.
Is Ken
Come on, Ken.
Right Come on, Ken. Come on. Conviction. I want to see conviction here. I can't believe in anything. I can't believe in fake news PFF if he does not take Miles Gaskin right here.
He might be there in round 6 if he decides not to. Oh my goodness, Gaskin. Well, I don't. The thing is, I don't really want Malcolm Brown or Salvin Ahmed because of this. I think the answer in Miami is just no.
Gross.
We have that problem sometimes. Like there's a committee will arise and everyone gets all excited about the new guy. Even like in Houston, like Philip Lindsay, it's like, oh, well, I think now we just should fade everyone involved. That's my take on some of these.
Hey, you took Miles Gaskin. He did it.
Oh, the bid has come to life. Let's go.
All right.
Well done.
Wow. Props. This is called when keeping it real goes wrong, I think, is how you define this right here.
This is called learning new information, saying to the hell with that new information.
It's called fade the preseason.
That's true.
That is
but okay, so like what if in the preseason game 2 that Miles Gaskin comes out with the starters? What if that happens? You think people are gonna like jump back on board, or his ADP is gonna stay lower?
I think people jump back on board.
I don't care if he starts. I just want to see the snaps not be 16-9 against him when the starters are out there. Like the first snap doesn't mean anything to me. It's don't be.
Ken has chimed in.
What do you say?
Hey, someone has to get last, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. We need a punishment. We gotta haze the employee that finishes last. DJ Moore. I had a nightmare the other night that I was just too low on DJ Moore because that dude is freaking good. I just think that Sam Darnold is going to ruin him. I'm almost like emotionally hedging. I guess that would be the opposite, but you can imagine.
One of these years, he has to score more than 4 touchdowns. So.
Bro, he has had the same. He has had 1,216 yards from scrimmage and 4 total touchdowns in back-to-back years. It's the new Alvin Kamara 81 reception thing. Crazy.
Kevin?
I don't know. I kind of want to get Mark Andrews here, but then I'm not quite sure.
Maybe a second quarterback.
Yeah, I know. I honestly was thinking that. Then I can trade him later. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take Andrews here because I think Andrews has got a lot of upside here, especially with everyone falling by the wayside on their wide receiver core.
Yeah.
I was calling out Mark Andrews as potential TE1 last season. It worked for like week 1. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the well.
We'll see. I didn't think he looked nearly as good last year, and maybe he was playing banged up or whatever it was, and it was a weird year. And maybe
Lamar Jackson didn't throw a touchdown every 10 passes.
I know, but his yak numbers were bonkers the first 2 years, and he went down. And if he's just gonna be more of a not catch and fall guy by any stretch, but if he's not this like special kind of yak guy in the Kelsey role that I kind of thought he might be after his first 2 years, I just don't know that he's worth drafting.
I probably should have waited. Probably should have waited for Logan Thomas, who I'm into this year, and then gone for a Washington stack. But hey, that's the way it goes.
I think Logan Thomas is a good. I'm almost thinking now like fading the idea of super late round tight end, just getting Logan Thomas around early and calling it at that, because after him it gets rough.
I mean, you could just draft Hawkinson. That's what you got to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, but if you miss out on
what's the touchdown upside in that Lions offense?
I don't know. I mean, Jared Goff's 8th all-time in passing yards per game, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, but that's all Sean McVay. He doesn't exist.
Oh, I hate that stat. 8th all-time in passing yards per game. Jared freaking Goff.
Oh,
you want to crown him? Crown his ass.
But no, I mean, TJ Hawkinson's going to lead the team in target. Like, there we see tight ends. Logan Thomas didn't score that many touchdowns last year. Whatever. I mean, I'm taking Hawkinson over Pitts. Pitts is never going to lead the team in targets. Like, tight ends.
I got Waller, so you guys can just keep talking about your terrible situation.
Oh, man. I was going to grab Higgins. Higgins was the other guy that I was contemplating. I was contemplating Higgins for last round, which I obviously should have done. And now I'm kind of I'm a little disappointed.
Kevin, is Mike Davis in the dead zone?
He's in the medium dead zone, not the late dead zone. I like the late dead zone. The early dead. Oh, I guess there's a level of deadness. So he's like semi-dead. I don't like dead.
He's like
dead. I like semi-dead is also not good.
Who's the first running back that brings him back to life?
I'll tell you, I'm not taking Mike Davis before T fucking Higgins. I'll tell you that.
Is Raheem Mostert where the dead running backs come back to life?
Fuck! I'm on the clock again.
Evan has resorted to cursing to make up for his terrible draft start.
Okay, all right. So here we go. This is another guy that I have on who hasn't really gone up a lot, which I'm not taking fucking Mike Evans before I'm taking Javonte Williams either. So I'm taking Javonte Williams right here. Telling you, like, last season I heard this thing. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was on ETR or maybe it was Levitan or someone where they said, which I thought was very good. Like, think about a year out, like who's going to be a first round pick a year out. And maybe those are the guys that you want to target. And the person they mentioned at that point was Jonathan Taylor, right? Like Jonathan Taylor is a guy who I know there are concerns about workload. There are concerns about shares, but a year from now, he could probably be a first round pick. Javonte Williams to me is the mid-round guy where a year from now he could very easily, it probably will be a first-round pick. So why not take him? Because that second half of the season he could be putting up first-round pick numbers.
I literally have an article going up tomorrow about keepers and how Javonte and even Sermon, like every single, like Gordon, Freeman, and then Mostert, Wilson, Gallman are all unrestricted free agents next year. Those guys are going to skyrocket. I looked at the top 3 round running backs. ADP rookie year versus the next year since like 2015. On average, they move up 9 running back spots. And we see examples of way more. Overall, it was like 28 of 35 of these running backs had their ADP increase or at least like not go negative next year. So yeah, 100%. If you have that one keeper spot in your leagues, like I think rookie running backs are just a huge cheat code.
Kev, so you are Javonte Williams over ETN.
Yes. Oh, no doubt about that. I mean, I think he's just kind of like a more complete-ish sort of player, number one. And I don't know. We'll see what happens with James Robinson. I mean, I think in some ways James Robinson is a little bit more of competition. I mean, the thing that's weird, and you mentioned Trey Sermon, like Sermon as a late-ish third-round pick is being viewed not that differently from Javonte Williams, who was an early second-round pick. And that is a massive, massive difference in draft capital that's being put into those two guys.
And they traded up for him.
Right? Yeah, they jumped the Dolphins, who supposedly were going to draft him. So yeah.
Jamar Chase.
Oh, I heard the horn on that one.
Yeah, there we go. I love it. See, I'm back.
I'm back.
All right. Hey, this is what I'm saying, people. When's the last time you could get Odell Beckham as your wide receiver 4? It was 2014, and now it's 2021. Let's freak.
You mean back when he was still good?
Oh, hey, he was very good last year.
Back when he was.
Hey, I'm sorry it took Baker a little while to get accustomed to his third offense and his third season. You take that version of Baker that was there for the last 8 weeks and give me a healthy Beckham, which he by all accounts is.
Hey, you play the Cowboys once every 5 weeks. You're going to do pretty well.
No, probably. But when CeeDee Lamb does it every day, we all freak out about it, right?
I'm just kidding.
He's too good. He's too damn good at football.
Oh, fuck, Lamar Jackson is still there. Are you guys taking Kyler before Lamar Jackson?
No, not even if there's a fire.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't.
I'm not taking Josh Allen before Lamar, honestly.
What do you mean he's already been drafted?
I'm a little worried that the guy that could never complete 60% of his passes just flirted with 70. Like,
yeah. Maybe I'm overreacting to the fact that Josh Allen owned me last year, and then I have to.
I have him 3. I'm not saying I'm out on Josh having a great year. It's just, I don't know. Lamar, just the rushing, it's just too much. And he keeps the passing touchdowns up too. I mean, that dude is slandered far too much. And hey, they got maybe Bateman is that number 1. I felt better about this before.
Yeah, before
Watkins got
all his wide receivers fell apart. Well, Watkins is back. So I read today that Watkins is back, right?
Hell yeah. Hope so. We just need him for week 1. Whatever. We'll figure it out after.
Okay, here's Trey Sermon. So look at Trey Sermon went like 6 picks after Javonte Williams, 7 picks after Javonte Williams. In my opinion, I just don't understand how that's that small of a gap between those two. Because I mean, Mostert's like a bigger threat in some ways. I don't know. We'll see.
It's the offense too. Because if you're a 49ers RB1, the upside there just doesn't compare to like the Broncos RB1.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see Lamar there in round 7. So I took him. I was planning on going late round QB, but you got to just kind of go with how the draft goes. So anyone else can take my, Trey Lance, Kirk Cousins duel idea, because that's what I'm trying to do pretty much every other time. Yeah,
I'm not feeling so hot about my 4th round Josh Allen pick after right at this point, but all right, what is Kent going to do? He already has Myles Gaskin. Is he just going to log out at this point?
He won. He already won.
Log off the draft board. Oh my God.
Maybe you should take James Robinson too. Then you can just get like all the running backs who were good last year who will have like a tertiary role this season.
How far would Gaskin have to fall before you're like actually good with him? I put him at
let me look at the other running backs here.
I think I have Michael Carter like RB38, Gaskin RB39. Like they're kind of like
okay. I would take him after Carter. Looking at some of these other guys, because I would take him before Gordon. I don't get Damian Harris. Maybe you guys can explain that to me. Like I don't understand the Damian Harris love, quite honestly.
Switching from Cam to Mac, hopefully very soon. You would think so.
They got James White though to catch passes, right?
I mean, I don't think he's going to catch passes. I think that's not.
So then why do we want to draft him if he's not going to
300 carries?
Yeah, I mean, he's also good. I think
is the offense going to be good though? Is the offense going to be good enough to score touchdowns?
It's going to be better than last year. They also play the Jets.
It was pretty bad last year, and he was still efficient as hell. Maybe that comes back.
Yeah, I mean, Sony Michel was efficient as hell too in his limited carries. If you know. I
mean, look, I have where the hell do I have him? I got him.
Ramondre Stevenson, my friend. What about him?
I got Harris RB28. I would take Jacobs and like Mostert over him. So maybe I'm not. I mean, I'm not trying to be the Damian Harris spokesperson here, but I just feel like. It seems like the league is going to be.
I don't understand. There's too many running backs.
We all got LeGarrette.
I just got horned here. Okay, let me see what we got. Should I just go all rookie here? I could go for ETN here. I would not mind that.
Did Cooper Kupp get drafted?
He got drafted a while ago.
He's still on my board. No, he's still on my board. Look,
he's gone.
I know. I tried to draft him, but he's on the board still for some reason.
You don't need to make excuses.
Fuck. I have no faith in Urban Meyer and the whole scheme, but I may have to go.
I don't think they're showing their hand. They only used ETN out wide 3 times. If Urban's literally calling the kid slash, like, come on.
Yeah. All right. There's no other choice really here. Yeah. I was thinking about Jerry Jeudy, but I don't want to do that. All right.
Just give me ETN and Robinson. Get the hell out of here, Carlos Hyde. Appreciated you like 5 years ago, but come on. Go.
Carlos Hyde's going to stumble into 2 touchdowns in week 1, along with Sammy Watkins, Zach Pascal, Albert Wilson.
Yeah, I was saying Zach Pascal is my pick for the Ogletree, Watkins, Djax.
Well, yeah, because he didn't.
Week 1 All-Stars.
So is he the starter? Is he viewed as the team start? Because he didn't play.
Him, Pittman, and Hilton rested. I think so. That's what that tells me.
That sucks.
Campbell's so damn cheap. I don't hate it. Like Dwayne and I were talking about this. Like Visca and Campbell kind of had the same role emerge, although Visca is still going to be their starting slot. Seemingly, if ETN isn't out there, which doesn't seem like he will be. So Paris Campbell's just so cheap. He's like in the 60s as it is, and he's they can get him touches, and if they're throwing him downfield passes, that's extra huge too. And Dwayne brought up a good point about how last year so much of Michael Pittman's production was these like, pretty wide open crossers that seem to be designed like run after the catch. That could be Paris Campbell now that they want to design those same sort of routes for. And if he can just, God forbid, stay healthy one time, and if there hasn't been another guy with more fluky injuries than Paris Campbell, he can do a lot with it.
Yeah, I agree. I think the guy needs to play reps. So like, I'm not surprised that he played in the first, even if he is the starter, it's like the guy needs to play. Like he hasn't played in forever. Get him reps.
Trust me, when Wentz is garbage again this year, we're going to hear how he doesn't have any wide receivers, despite the fact that Phillip Rivers had less last season and was pretty good. That will happen 100%. This year. They'll be like, he doesn't have anyone to throw to. Michael Pittman's his best receiver. T.Y. Hilton's over the hill. Blah blah blah. They don't have any tight ends. It's going to be ugly.
By the way, Ben Brown picking Tyler Boyd. Well done. I was thinking about going him last round, but I thought he might fall to me.
We took Antonio Brown. I think I'd rather take Antonio Brown, but it's interesting. I was high on Antonio Brown to start the season when I thought there was some small chance that they weren't going to franchise Godwin, but that
I don't know if it matters, man. If we can give AB 110 targets, he'll do a lot with it. He'll beat.
He was their leading target per game receiver last year, I believe.
His threat rate, targets per snap, is like third behind Davante Adams, and I love he keeps popping up on these damn lists. Braxton Berrios was getting fed last year for whatever reason, but AB roommate storyline. Yeah, the disparity at least between. I mean, when he was going, I was looking at a tweet today I sent in May. His ADP was wide receiver 47 in May. I know I'm not sure if he was re-signed just yet then, so maybe that has something to do with it. Would make sense, but either way, I just think people don't really like him, which hey, it's fine. But there's maybe guys you should like even less that are going like the top 2 rounds. So I would just
Jerry Jeudy, nice. This part here, this is like the slightly dead. It's been slightly dead for a while, so I may have to go running back again right here because these receivers are pretty trash, quite honestly. I mean, Debo may be interesting.
What about the best college football receiver that we've maybe seen in years?
Jamar Chase got taken already.
All right, so I'm just gonna rookie it up. I'm just gonna go like I have no strategy clearly, so I'm just gonna go rookie it up, and then I'm gonna add Michael Carter to my mix of rookie running backs. What do you think about that?
Oh my god,
I think that's a terrible idea. Is this a troll job?
What are you doing? Ty Johnson's the truth, man. Tevin Coleman's the starter. The rest of them.
Ty Johnson.
Why would you take Michael Carter over Raheem Mostert? Because Mostert's he's just going.
I would 100% take Carter over Raheem Mostert in a PPR league. Are you insane?
What, the RB3 on the Jets over Kyle Shanahan's RB1? No, I'm not insane.
Dude, you guys team preseason over here. Holy crap! Like, have you not seen the
starters, bro?
Michael Carter has been making he's been turning water into wine during the preseason, and he's been doing everything. He's been the best player ever. Can we get Connor Hughes on here? Can we bring Connor Hughes into our thread over here? Because I've heard from him that Michael Carter. I'm just scooping up the discount. This is the semi. Wait, this is not the semi. This is like the lightly dead running backs, the lightly dead zone. This is where you pile them in right here.
Man, I mean, if we had any idea, any sort of guarantee that the Jets aren't just going to run this 3-man committee from hell and probably a below-average scoring offense, maybe I can get behind a 4th-round rookie. But
hey, Michael Carter is your discount CEH, and Zach Wilson is the next Aaron Rodgers. He mind melded with Aaron Rodgers today at their joint practices. Did you see that? They were bonding over their. They hate their families.
I think you need to send some to.
I think after the JT Auto pick, Kevin decided to turn heel. I kind of respect it.
Did you not see? There's documented evidence of the two of them within proximity. There was tension.
That is huge.
Right,
there was chemistry.
Carter, Clyde Edwards-Helaire confirmed. You heard it here first.
Yeah. I am taking the rookie that actually should have gone where Kevin was drafting. Devontae Smith, Eagles wide receiver.
Oh, come on.
And hey, as everyone's watching Quez Watkins take a screen in the house and get missed on a potential 98-yard touchdown, what did I think? Oh, maybe in a real game that will go to the guy they just drafted and traded up for 10th overall. I don't know. I mean, we got Jalen Reagor making a couple catches, and that's fine. Go get him later. But Devontae Smith, man, best like what? He dominated on his senior year, and we're going to hold him back because he decided to stay an extra year, even though he was sick in the previous ones. I don't want to hear your small talk. Mooney's the same freaking size. Give me Devontae Smith.
I have both 49ers running backs and George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk.
Why?
Trey Lance with your next pick?
Dude, this isn't best ball? What?
Stack them up.
Oh, man.
I mean, don't avoid it, but don't actively go for it either. I'm not sure.
Whoa. I was actively going for it. That means I can start the starter, and then when Mostert gets hurt, I'll trade Sermons in. Good.
Yeah, but like when you do that, like now there's no chance that your 6th and 8th round, whenever the fuck you got Sermon, like there's no chance that both those picks are going to be great.
There's little chance that either of those picks are going to be great, if we're being honest. But that's.
I mean, that's like the hand. That's why you're not supposed
Every time Trey Lance just takes it in and scores himself, I'm just going to hear groans over crossing. AJ Dillon. I mean, you're giving me shit for taking Michael Carter in a PPR league where someone's taking AJ Dillon a few picks later. Come on.
Wait, he's a backup. Aaron Jones goes down. Boom. There we go.
Boom. Boom. Hey, boom. Aaron Jones. Apologies to Aaron Jones out there. We just took you out for the season.
Where do I have him?
That's fine. AJ Dillon's a good pick. He's like, Ian, what's your term? Flex with benefits or something like that?
Courtesy of Mike Wright. Yes, sir. Flex with benefits. Sometimes they're a flex. Sometimes they're, the whole damn thing.
I think I'd rather draft David Johnson, honestly.
I mean, I've never drafted
everyone's favorite player
with a top 100 pick.
That's how you go full dead running back. You draft David Johnson. That's it. That's the winner.
Let's get some Dolphins receivers going off the board back to back.
Wow, Tantillo really just drafted Will Fuller. That hurts.
This player was auto-picked.
This is a dynasty.
Yeah,
league,
right? I think when we see Will Fuller go off the board, we have to ask Jared immediately about the fact that he has a framed Will Fuller jersey on.
Jared,
is that a Texans jersey? I guess it has to be.
Those things were
so. Like, how long does that stay up? What's the do you need like a bonus? Does PFF have to kick you a little extra bonus, and then maybe we can get a Dolphins jersey up there? But then you're gonna need another one next year. So it's kind of hard.
All we need is Will Fuller to catch like one 80-yard touchdown, and then that will easily pay for another Will Fuller jersey. So we're good.
Yo, is he ever going to
Are these like are these like NFTs or something? Like how is this working?
Yes, I want all the Will Fuller NFTs.
Is Will Fuller ever going to practice or get healthy again?
He doesn't need to practice.
What's the deal, man?
On the practice field is
practice is negative, I think, for him.
That's the beauty. He's not practicing, so he can't get hurt. I can't believe people are missing that. This is a good thing.
Causation, not
okay. Logan Thomas. I would definitely have taken him before Noah Fant. I don't know. Like, I like all of the Broncos receivers, but you can't like all of them and expect them all to pay off. So it's really difficult.
I think Thomas has probably better chances of commanding targets, but I think that Noah Fant is just way better. Like, I mean, Noah Fant is, in my opinion, I think he's a way more talented tight end. I mean, if you look at some of the PFF stuff against man coverage last year, he was up there with Waller, Kelsey, and Kittle. It was Fant. And if you look at Logan Thomas's numbers, they're not good. His efficiency numbers were terrible. Again, part of it's quarterback play, but
all right, we're seeing a monster fall for DJ Chark here, or not. Like, is he normally going around Jarvis Landry and Brandon Cooks at this point in drafts?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't look. He's probably. I mean, you said it yourself, Kev. Marvin Jones, wide receiver 1, man.
Yeah, like, I know. I'm starting to question myself.
I mean, I think it's a good take.
I mean, I do think Brandon Cooks is probably more solid as like a usable guy.
Yeah.
Week in and week out here. And LaVisca, this is a tough one here. Let me scroll. Let me get some scroll action going on here.
We'll get ahead of Nico Collins train.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little ugly. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go with
starting to get a little ugly. Starting.
Whatever. I'll go ahead and draft Chark, even though I don't like him. Go back in time and cancel my Marvin Jones.
Is this even Kevin Cole? It's on the pot.
Next up Kevin takes a hurt receiver with one good year.
Yeah. I don't mind that pick. I'm not worried about Chark's injury either. It's a finger. That's not something that's gonna like linger.
That doesn't impact catching the ball.
Yeah, dude. Chris Godwin hurt his finger last year, and he dropped like 12 passes.
Yeah, that's true.
Chris Godwin.
Drops don't matter. Haven't you heard? Haven't you read any fantasy football article over the last 5 years? Someone bring Matt Harmon in. So get Matt Harmon in the chat, please. Can we bring him in? He's on the West Coast. He's available.
Don't matter.
He's available. He's just like doing reception. He's percepting some receptions right now. So he's.
By the way, Matt Harmon might just be coming to a PFF fantasy football podcast near you next week. So for you wide receiver fiends, check that out.
No one's watching at this point, Ian.
Yeah, they logged off after you drafted the broken-fingered DJ Chark.
It's a 10-team league. You ever bench? I got bench spots.
Bench spots to burn.
Oh, man. I got bench spots.
Although I realize that he's actually in my starting lineup by what's going on right now. But, we got time.
Pivot.
To fill that in.
You'll pivot.
Yeah, the wide receivers are
gross. Yeah. Well, I got Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is somehow frozen on my board, and he's just like mocking me because I can't draft him. But I don't know why.
We have two Cooper Kupps go for some reason.
Yeah, what about Michael Thomas? Hey, anybody? Any takers?
I was about to say maybe like in round 15 if he's there.
15. Yeah, that's fair.
Don't see that happening.
That's why you never say never. It's hey. He's in round 15, I'll take a shot on him.
Because I've heard the argument, like, do you draft him if he gets that late and just, even if he's hurt all year, you just kind of keep him if that's an option in your league. And
I mean, I think you have to have an IR spot, like, because you're gonna want that roster spot after week 1 when sick, Mike Davis went down, Quadri Allison season, let's go.
Like, shit, my wide receiver 4 isn't the wide receiver 1 I thought he was going to be. Odell Beckham's actually getting 2 targets per game.
Where are you going with it, Jared?
Thinking about it. Gonna get auto-picked Michael Thomas here.
Yep. Or in my case, it'd be Cooper Kupp, but it's all right.
Melvin Gordon. No.
Melly. No. Jared, it's almost as bad as your David Johnson pick. Don't think you let us forget that.
That was a just don't pick Michael Thomas pick.
Wait, did he pick David Johnson already?
No, that was when we did that best ball draft. Remember, he tried to slide it under like really sneakily. He's like, I just took David Johnson. Like,
that's right. Yeah, like you think we wouldn't know?
That was an actual auto pick, though. No.
All right, I'll come back. I'll come back with Brandon Cooks here.
That's good.
He's going to be the Broncos starting running back for the first, half of the season.
Dude, did you see Javonte during that preseason game,
awesome.
man?
He's awesome.
And Melvin Gordon's already hurt, man. It's over.
That is true. That is true.
I think he came back to practice today. So
he came back to practice to hold Javonte's jockstrap. Yeah.
Well, Javonte looked awesome. It was a little concerning though that Royce Freeman was like rotating him with him. I really hope Royce isn't a thing. That would be. We can live with Melvin and Javonte. I'm just saying it's going to be really disappointing in week 1 if we look at the stat lines and we see like Royce Freeman had 6 carries for 15 yards.
There goes David Johnson off the board.
I was actually contemplating taking him last round just to like tie a bow on this whole thing.
Throw some gasoline on the fire.
But I didn't think so. I didn't think anyone else would take him for like 3 rounds. I thought I could just swoop on him in like round 13 or something.
Yeah, Zach Moss, good pick. Great pick. Ugh, I just got these 2 Buccaneers running backs staring at my face. Gross.
Damn it.
Take Gio Bernard. That's fine.
I mean, man. Giovanni Bernard, week 1, captain spot. Kevin, backup running backs, showdown. Giovanni Bernard, do you like to play against Dallas?
It's a possibility. It helps Dallas more if the guy can get like a like a workhorse sort of role if that starter gets injured. But Yeah.
I'm taking Mr. 4 for 4. 4 routes, 4 targets.
Corey Davis. Yes.
Boom.
What about the fact that wide receiver 1, Elijah Moore, is going to be in there? I'm not joking by that, by the way.
He'll be in there. It'll be 1A, 1B. Elijah's fine too. Not drafting anyone else. Free Denzel Mims. Send him to New Orleans. Come on. What are we waiting for? What are we doing here? Send them.
They need someone. They need something there.
No, I mean, look, they're paying Corey Davis way too much money to not be pretty damn involved. And, if, as Kev was talking about, with us now being able to equate Zach Wilson to Aaron Rodgers after their conversation, like, we got to be more excited about these top 2 receivers. So, yeah, Elijah and Corey Davis. Let's go.
I mean, the ball was literally exploding out of his hand. Did you see that?
Look good.
Not literally, of course, but it was exploding. It was exploding out of his hand. It was. I mean, I thought Wilson looked good.
For sure. What was it? I saw a Smart Football complimenting, not even giving a hitch with his out route. Dude's arm is insane. And hey, the offense can set him up easy. Screw it. Why not? Weird things have happened. I've seen Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Daniel Jones all written off before they played a snap. I mean, I'm not high on Zach Wilson, but if he's great, I mean, it wouldn't be crazy at all.
Yeah, you didn't have to throw Daniel Jones in there, but that was
he was usable in fantasy as a rookie. That's the context we need to.
When no one was starting him, I agrey. That was true.
He had those the famous stat going to year 2. Only Lamar Jackson.
Jamal Williams. Did I miss an update here? Did something happen? Is Jamal Williams going this early in rounds? Have I not been paying attention to what's happening here?
He's in that.
Oh, Marvin Jones. Oof.
Yeah, that was going to be your guy, Kev. That's your guy. That's your flag plant.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want any of these guys.
Draft Ronald Jones.
Can I just pass? Oh man, I am not ready.
You're gonna get.
I got 35 seconds.
You're gonna get Ronald Jones.
Rojo's
coming home, baby.
Oh no, is it Rojo?
Yeah.
It might actually be Rojo. Oh, why is it Rojo?
Okay, explain to me how anyone pays off in this backfield other than Giovanni Bernard, perhaps, in PPR.
Yeah, you're right. Gio's the play.
Wow, it's playing more music in my headphones now. I'm getting the baseball chant. This is pressure. Oh, my gosh. I picked Kenyon Drake. I almost hate him more than Rojo.
He actually got hurt.
I just hate it more than Rojo.
He got hurt today?
Yeah.
Son of a...
Wait, but
I think it was bad, too. I think it was a bad injury.
Kenyon Drake?
Yeah.
I didn't make a TikTok video about him, though. How does he get hurt?
Well, I mean, him getting hurt is probably a positive for you, Ian, because now you know not to start him when he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might be tempted to start him at some point this season.
That's true.
So
thank God I got that figured out.
Same thing for James Conner. I hope Ken should hope that he gets injured also, because he might be tempted to start him at some point.
We got defenses. We got defenses coming off the board.
I saw one tweet that said he came up limping, and Jared's telling me I think it was a bad injury.
Oh God,
dude, he's limping, man. That can't be a good sign.
He's got the Jalen Waddle limp swag.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I think I have to just draft.
Apparently, he's fine. So
every rookie,
you, Jared. Twitter's one thing to spread fake news. A StreamYard stream's completely different.
All right, I'm just gonna draft all rookies.
Next pick, Tutu Atwell.
Yeah, going for my man Elijah.
There we go.
The true wide receiver one. The true wide receiver one.
I love that pick. Your best pick I'll draft, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, one of many best picks. I agree.
Hey, who's the Rams wide receiver 3?
Van Jefferson. He didn't play in the preseason game.
I mean, Djax didn't play, did he?
Yeah, because Djax can play like 2 snaps before he gets hurt.
I mean, it's not an endorsement of Van Jefferson that they went and signed Djax and then they'd have no draft picks every year, and they used another somewhat high draft pick on a wide receiver. So that's not good for Jefferson, right?
Tutu and Jefferson were picked in the exact same spot, and they
so that's Djax. Like they don't even have first round picks.
Yeah, but Tutu weighs 155 pounds, and Van Jefferson is actually a wide receiver.
Yeah, but Sean McVay felt the need to draft
Jefferson's
him.
29 years old.
Yeah, because he's got to take the carries away from Robert Woods. Tutu Atwell's the carry guy now.
That's
Everyone's
possible.
talking about Robert Woods and his 10 rushing attempts per game. Even though I drafted Robert Woods in this draft, I know that the rushing attempts aren't going to be there, man. The rushing volume's not going to be there for Woods. It sucks.
I just think D-Jax might start until the wheels fall off.
I think I think that's fair.
That might be week 1 though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I think that.
What if it's not?
I mean, I'm
Week
playing
2
D-Jax in DFS week 1. You got to do it because you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get.
Do we have to draft? There's no rule to like you have to draft a kicker or a defense in this thing,
I mean,
right?
I don't know. It says you have. I mean, it has.
Oh,
it there.
you do have to?
I don't know if it's like gonna. I mean, I'm sure that the draft would like make it so that you can't draft. I mean, you can try when it gets down to the last 2 picks,
Right.
or I mean, we've already seen a defense come off the board, so I guess you could. I don't know.
Okay.
I
I thought about Hardman on my last pick. What do you guys think about Hardman? Because we've had positive news in camp, and then we had not playing in 2 wide receiver sets.
I mean, how many times are they in 2 wide receiver sets? Like Blake Bell versus Mecole Hardman. I think Hardman's going to be out there quite a bit more. Good things happen when he freaking plays. Now, does he have, like, what's his ceiling, I guess, behind Kelsey and Hill just soaking up everything? Like, could he be a top 30 receiver? Sure. Could he be actually like top, 15, 20? I don't really think so as much. So I don't know. I kind of have him ranked around the same spot as last year. And I'm a little worried that we see the targets between him and it seems like Byron Pringle or Demarcus Robinson. Like those 2 guys could maybe equal what Mecole does. There's no guarantee that they focus Mecole as the number 3 behind Kelsey and Hill.
Yeah, I think he needs an injury to Tyreek Hill or Kelsey to be fantasy.
I mean, he's just like
Kelsey's an Iron Man.
He's just another wide receiver 3 or 4. I mean, he's fine if you get him at good value. Falls, I think he's worth it. He's got touchdown upside with Mahomes, but yeah, I don't think he's ever going to be consistent like most receivers aren't. Like, so
got the Bills' number 2 receiver still available.
Cole Beasley,
little stack opportunity, Kev.
Cole Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders, Gabriel Davis.
You guys, I know you guys are going to hate this pick too, but I try to go for the most hated guys humanly possible.
Singletary, there we go.
Are you taking Ronald Jones?
He's in that very slightly dead. He's in the very slightly dead zone. So
dude, Devin Singletary was a 4th round pick last year. Is that wild?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? I mean, I was totally off of him last year, but I think this is kind of weird. I mean, Moss has also got some sort of injury going on.
No, he's back. He's healthy.
Singletary looked good. I mean, I don't know. It's possible. Maybe they'll actually let a running back score a touchdown this year.
They also have Matt Breida too. Don't forget about Breida.
I do like the storyline.
I'll forget about Breida.
I forgot about Breida when he in Miami. Forgot about Breida when he got played up by Myles Gaskin, who got now is benched for Malcolm Brown.
We'll always have that 80-yard house call against the Browns on the first play of
that
Monday night game.
So beautiful.
Justin Tucker, bro. Zebrook just went defense and kicker. No.
Dude, he's loading up on the onesie positions.
He just locked in. He just locked. He locked in those points right there.
Kent. Well, fine.
Kevin is taken to the ship.
Justin freaking Tucker. Ronald
in 2024.
No, there goes Rojo.
Kent.
Come on, Ronald Jones.
Gross.
It's a steal at this point.
I mean,
I'll wait there. Let me think, man. Come on.
Just take Lenny. Take Lenny.
No, I'm not going to do it. Okay. I'm going to go and really drink. I'm going to drink the preseason Kool-Aid that Kevin's got. Go with another rookie. Rondale. I think there's
I thought about Rondale last round.
They just feed him like 5 short catches a game, and maybe he breaks one every couple of weeks. I got Devontae, Waddle, and Rondale. All the rookie receivers.
Booyah. What am I gonna do? Do you guys all have quarterbacks on your team?
I got Lamar.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
That may have been a mistake.
I'm holding strong. I haven't taken a quarterback yet.
Yeah, you can wait forever. You can take them at the turn too. Might as well take 2 of them. I guess Jalen Hurts is finally like a real late round QB.
Yeah, no, I love it now. Jalen Hurts is outside the top 100 picks in regular drafts. It's like sick. 9th round, Jalen Hurts. Let's go. He's back.
Yeah, we got to remember we're in 10-team land here. Everything's off. You always feel so much better about the squad.
Oh my God. Why can't I make my pick? What's happening?
Take a Cooper Kupp. Oh, no.
I'm trying.
33 seconds, Andrew. Well, refresh it then.
I don't know how.
Wow. This is why you have a key, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on. Okay. Draft Jalen Hurts.
Oh, there you
Come on. Did I get him?
I think you got him.
Yes.
You got him.
Yes.
All right. You secured Deshaun Watson's backup. I don't know how that's happening, by the way, but hey, you know.
All right. Now I'm gonna get another quarterback because this thing is Fantrax. Come on, what's going on?
You go back to back QB here.
I unfortunately, yeah, because I'm kind of frozen here, so I can't really do anything. Unless
you're back.
Oh. Hey, do we think,
let's go.
Is Devontae Freeman like splitting snaps now? And if Kamara gets hurt, Latavius is going to take over?
I don't think so. I think the Latavius thing is like him being on the roster bubble was like how Justin Jackson was on the roster bubble until he wasn't, because it was not true.
I don't think Latavius is on the roster bubble. I'm just wondering if Kamara gets hurt, would Latavius still be the freaking 80% workhorse that we saw for those 2 games a couple years ago? That would be my concern, because that's why I have Latavius like ahead of Madison and Pollard. I passed on him, though, because I believe in the handcuff rule that Andrew does not, where you don't draft 2 running backs on the same team because they're not going to both ball out. Unless, well, okay, I will say the 49ers, they do have a small chance of it working out between them. So I might have to apologize, Andrew. I
mean, I don't see them as like direct handcuffs, really, because I don't know, because they could both play. They could both be, I don't know. I really think Sermon is kind of like the future. So Raheem Mostert will be my guy to start the year, and then Sermon will kind of take over.
I'm definitely more okay with it in the middle, late rounds. Like when you're doing it, if I had done it for Kamara, then it's like, okay, I'm taking this guy, hoping my first round pick freaking gets hurt. Like that doesn't add up to me. So doing it with some of those picks is fine. I was doing it with Jameis and Taysom earlier in the offseason until I came around, I think, to the reality that even if Jameis wins that job, like what are we going to rank him as? I think he's going to be like, I don't know, QB 15, 16. Even in the only reason why he was ever a great fantasy QB was because Bruce Arians let him throw his freaking heart out. And I don't think that's really going to happen the same way. And I don't know if he has the receivers for it to work the same way.
Yeah. I don't think you can. Jameis is going to be a guy we're going to want to start defenses against in fantasy football. Like that's going to be the play. Taysom Hill needs to start so that we can use him in fantasy. And then we'll see
how far we've come. We're rooting for Taysom.
It's wild. That is wild. Yeah, that's freaking nuts. All right. How many more picks? We got 3 left. All right. Now it's just time to go after my sleepers. That's all that matters. Deontay Harris also didn't play in that Saints game because he's a starter. Boom. And he's also 5 feet tall, so they can't risk him getting hurt.
What do we decide the buy-in for this is? 2 months paychecks?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, whatever. This guy may be worthless, but I'm going to take him anyway. That's my philosophy.
Let's see it.
Kevin, you have one of those spiels before every pick.
Kevin, stop sniping me. This is painful.
Kevin's like, I hate this pick. I'm just going to take this guy. Jared,
Kevin's
what the heck, man?
You guys aren't going to like this pick. Like, here we go. Like,
you hate all of my great picks.
No,
so what am I supposed to think?
That turns in his test, and he's like, oh, I just flunked that. And then he gets it back. It's fantastic. A 97. You're like, what the hell, man?
Maybe he'll be back by like week 3 and he'll be balling out and then wide receiver 1.
Yeah. I'm just going with the all rookies all the time.
Yeah, so that's what I had to do there. I'll just grab Terrace Marshall then. I'll take the
all rookies all the time. Man.
Marshall's fine where he's going at. I thought some of the victory laps, like anointing him as a top 3 receiver in the class, were a little much when he got loose on like a busted zone coverage and then got hawked. I mean, he's complete and stuff. I guess the only reason he fell that far in the draft in the first place was the injury concerns. It's just like, I don't know, Sam Darnold's number 4 pass game option. If you want to rank him up in Dynasty, go ahead. I just don't know how he's going to get there this year.
An injury, probably.
Or touchdowns.
Robbie hamstring. It's already coming together.
Did you see that picture? That picture of Robbie and DJ Moore watching Terrace Marshall like make catch, and they're both like staring at him like he's a god. It's like, oh my god. It's like
they know
he's good. Robbie's like, this guy's taking my job next year. Shit.
They know.
Yeah, we got a question in the chat of why is Cooper Kupp still available? He's not. I don't know why. He's just frozen on top of the screen.
Andrew just can't pull the trigger. He's just waiting to see if he is still there. Fields around 14. Okay. Okay.
Fields.
This is what I'm talking about. You can go Fields and freaking Cousins, and your quarterback situation is great all season, and you use the 13th, 14th round pick to do it. Lance went like a round or 2 earlier.
Yeah, because I had to hit the stack, so that's why.
Stacking. I don't know. Like, I'll go for a stack if it's within. At the most, I would say like 5 ranking spots, but otherwise, I'm just taking the best player. Maybe if you're trying to take down a best ball tournament, I guess it's a little bit different. But in general, like I'm not just stacking to stack. If I have like, if it's Justin Jefferson versus like CeeDee Lamb, I'm going to take Justin Jefferson because I have him ranked, decent amount ahead of the guy. But I guess that's not even realistic because you wouldn't have Dak Prescott. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Rager.
Joe Burrow, Rager.
Kevin's having a good second half draft, and then we're not going to be able to
bouncing back. It's bouncing back.
I mean, excellent first half also.
Excellent first half. 3 spots available.
You might be right. This is like, fantasy draft grades, it's funny. Like we always mock like real life NFL draft grades, fantasy draft grades right after the same freaking thing. Like who knows? Your first round pick gets hurt and your draft's going to freaking suck. So we'll see. Goddard. Yeah. I guess this late is okay.
Yeah. You get to a point with these middle tight ends where it's like, they all have problems. It's like honestly, after the Hawkinson, Pitts, Andrews tier, where I think those guys are, I just kind of like, okay, sick. Like they're all have problems, which is why you should just wait as long as you can at that point.
Facts. All right, here we go, Kent. Oh, I got a pick. Fuck.
What's happening? Ooh. Kent?
Kenny?
I know who I'm going after.
No!
Rashad.
That's because I whispered it and Kent probably fucking heard me.
Dude, don't worry. JD McKissick is readily available.
Dude, you can't be mad about any pick in the 14th round at this point. Come on.
Well,
I got sniped.
I am a little bit.
Damn. Dude, T.Y. Hilton's right there. Scrap him.
I was saying before, I think we went live. Like, if I find any receiver I like, even moderately, I'm just like, okay, let's put him ahead of T.Y. Hilton at least.
Dude, I can't. Dude, T.Y.'s not. I don't even. He's so low on my rankings. It's not even funny.
When you can get T.O./Randy Moss in the 14th round, that'll work.
Oh, damn. I was going to take him. Grr.
Yeah, well, you can't. Oh,
I guess I can't. I'll just take
Shepard or Brian?
Rams RB1 season.
Oh, Xavier.
Xavier.
I like
Jones.
that pick. I like that, Andrew.
Yeah. I'm all my picks are good, so thank you.
I'm kind of pissed Jake Funk didn't get the job. Isn't that his name?
I also got the Bucks RB1.
Oh, Gio.
Dude. Week 1. Remember, week 1, he gets the Dallas Cowboys and Dan Quinn's RB final defense.
Kevin, where do you have Henderson?
It's happening.
I think I had him in the low 20s for running backs. I know he's moved up now. He's in like I don't know, was he like RB 19 or something now?
I got him 18, which I thought was going to be low compared to people.
I got him at 17.
I guess they're all just dead there, so who really cares?
I think he's.
That's the
good.
dead. That's the
I
dead.
Think he's good I think he's fair in the 4th round. It's a fair, and just like regular leagues, I think he's fair in the 4th round. You can take him now in some of the new best ball leagues because it's more fair because people don't have him at like round 10 ADP or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's actually.
We just don't know. It's fine. I mean, the ceiling is there for sure. He could be, top 5 running back.
Yeah. All right.
I cannot believe I have actual JJ Taylor hype going across my timeline.
What?
Yeah, people are getting behind JJ Taylor. And
as to what? Like, okay, he'll be like the next James White. Like,
what about James White?
2023.
Right, I don't think he's going to play snaps. I really freaking hope not. Caught a few passes in the preseason.
He's not going to play over James White as long James White's on the team. Like,
I think if anything, it's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be Damian RB1, White RB2, and ideally that's it. More likely one of Stevenson, or I think he'll get cut, but maybe not. Sony is going to soup up some early down stuff.
Well, Taylor could be in the Rex Burkhead.
No, please, no.
but that's the thing. Like, maybe Taylor could actually be. I mean, if James White were in missed games, we always saw Burkhead blow up, but Taylor can make plays out of the backfield.
Oh, you're right, but no.
You're right, and I hate it.
Oh, that's how.
Mike Reese did say that Taylor has is trying to carve out a role on offense, so it could be Burkhead because Ramondre doesn't play special teams, so he's probably going to be inactive.
Of course not. Damn it. I mean, that's still not a usable role for fantasy.
No.
I don't understand people giving
unless James White gets hurt or misses time. Then Taylor would be the next pass catching back because Damian Harris, they're just not. They never throw to the lead guy.
Marlon Mack, Carlos Hyde, no, we're just talking about these guys because they're taken away from the guys we actually want to be doing something. Ooh. Come on, Ben. I feel like Ben's having a good draft. I haven't looked at his whole board, but at least 2 of them.
I literally have no idea who's like. All right. We got an RB1 still on the board, folks.
Despite Nate's best efforts of sabotaging himself, I think his draft's going pretty well.
Well, the thing is, it's 10 teams, so we all look at our teams like, yo, my team is stacked.
We got Team Zebrook taking a second defense, and none of us batted an eye.
He took Pittsburgh and the Rams. He's gonna hold it up to try to trade one of them.
The seldom seen hoarding defenses strategy. Oh man,
Ruggs. I heard that horn.
It's a good sound. I kind of like Zach's team. He got Kyler, started with Dalvin, rounded out Jacob, Sanders, Harris, Hopkins, Metcalf, Fuller, Mike Thomas probably early, but still got Marvin, Beasley, Shep. Bravo, Mr. Zach.
Man, they got Jordan Akins pretty high up here in ADP. I love it. Love to see it. He's ranked ahead of.
I'm not feeling good about my Mo Alley Cox bet. What's his name? Grayson. Grayson's going to play a Trey Burton role.
Yeah. Yeah, that tight end room seems like a disaster.
Kevin, do you have to take a D?
Well, I figured in the last round I might as well grab them. They're playing the Lions, so let's do it.
Let's roll.
It's kind of wild. I'm not even trying to take away from Chase Young, but he was seemingly deserved Rookie of the Year. I think he had his pressures were 39, maybe he was in the low 40s. Like Nick Bosa had over 80 freaking pressures as a rookie. Like that dude was on another freaking level, and watching him be back there is going to be wild if he is as healthy as he looked in that one get off drill I saw on Twitter the other day. But I mean, that was like he literally almost doubled Chase Young's pressures, and Chase is a monster, obviously. So
yeah,
I mean, is Nick Bosa like a defensive player of the year? Maybe I don't know what his odds are with it. Maybe this is Myles Garrett year, or it's just gonna be Aaron freaking Donald again. I don't know.
Probably Aaron Donald again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you? I mean, are you guys not going to take a defense here? I mean, all you're going to do is draft another player that you're going to have to drop before week 1 anyway, right?
Yeah, I'll take Tevin Coleman and when Michael Carter accidentally decides
no
to stay out.
defense, no kicker.
I don't know if it's going to. Wait, is anyone going to be able to like try and see if it lets you do that, or
it'll be you, right?
I'm trying.
I mean, yeah,
because it's 18 rounds. So you should.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, he's sick. You don't have to take it. Booyah. Let's get it. Screw defenses. Screw kickers.
Yeah, that's the big brain strategy when you're drafting this far before the season.
I took one quarterback, one tight end, everything else running back and wide receiver.
I only drafted 4 wide receivers.
Wow.
That sounds like.
Is that a 3 wide receiver draft strategy?
No, because I don't need to have all these depth wide receivers. And I'll draft another one, of course.
Oh, now you got 5. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Really looking up for you now. Oh, Jared, I'm taking Nico before you. How's that feel? Yeah, how's that feel?
It hurts. It hurts.
Maybe I won't.
It's okay. He's with a friend. Take good care of him, Ian.
He's with a friend.
He's in good hands.
He had a nice little route against the Packers for like a 20-yard gain.
I saw that. That was good.
It was a nice little cut.
Actually, guys, the snap counts look great.
Yeah.
I know Cooks was resting, but he should be out there. I mean, it's not like Tyrod's going to throw for 100 yards a game. I mean, he'll put up some level of numbers. He can enable one guy. Tyrod Taylor unlocked Sammy Watkins for a year.
Also, maybe Davis Mills is good. We don't know. Could be.
Yeah.
What the
That was who I remember I asked Mike Renner. I was like, out of these non-first round picks, who could maybe be worth a damn down the road? And he said Davis Mills.
Yeah.
He's a former high 5-star high school kid, and he just didn't play. I think Stanford only played like 5 games last year and didn't get a chance to really rise up. Couldn't ask for a better organization to mold him.
Oh man.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't find any players I wanted to draft. I was like frantically searching. I was like, okay, whatever. I guess I'll just take a good defense.
You know what, Jared? Knock yourself out. I'm going to do something gross.
Let's go.
Do something disgusting.
Oh, this is the last round.
That is vile. That is vile. Ian, get out. Get out.
I know. I'm sorry.
I mean, but you got the Cardinals stack now. Rondell Moore, AJ Green.
Oh, I do. Did not realize that.
Great
day to be great.
Bring it back with Christian Kirk.
No, he's got to be. Oh, he is available.
So is Troutman.
Lord knows I'm not drafting a Ravens receiver. Although I do wonder, could Duvernay be okay? He was running out there doing some things. They used 3rd round pick on him.
Yeah, he was a 3rd round pick. He was pretty productive at Texas.
I think he housed a kickoff at some point. They gave him some pop passes. He looks pretty nice with the ball in his hands. I don't think he's going to have a featured role. At the same time, he is probably their starting slot.
Well, they actually moved him around. They played him on the outside in the preseason game, which was different than his slot role. So it seems like they're confident at least moving him around, which is good.
Or it's just probably might just be a necessity at this point with the guys head out. So probably Hollywood's obviously gonna be one outside. So who's the slot? Or are we just assuming mostly 2 tight end?
Mark Andrews. Yeah, what's his face ran a ton of routes in that game. Josh Oliver. I don't know if he might kind of play like a Hayden Hurst-esque role,
which
is kind of what
I saw the Ian Rappaport thing. Like, oh yeah, Tim Tebow, no risk opportunity. Like, I don't know. You guys didn't need to like give away Josh Oliver for barely anything. Your ex third round.
Josh Oliver could have been good. I liked him a lot coming out of college, and he literally he hasn't played yet. It's been like 3 years.
I don't think we can call every failed roster spot a no risk signing. It's like, no, I think you're just risking time. It's okay. I'm not saying it's the most egregious move ever, but you also can't just write it off as nothing. So Rodrigo.
I guess I took Hamler there in the last round. I guess I was actually kind of digging Hamler before this first preseason game, but I guess it didn't really boost his stock that much.
He's the starting slot, right? I mean,
he's going to play. Year, yeah. He's a second round pick from last year. He just got injured.
Maybe people were, yeah, right. Maybe people were thinking Sutton was gonna. I don't know.
There's just too many guys there, right? But I think there's a non-zero chance that like he could be one of their top options. I mean, especially if Drew Lock. He needs Drew Lock, I think.
Hamler's fast. I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, no, he definitely needs Lock for those deep balls.
Teddy ain't doing that. I didn't. I wish I would have cashed in on a little voice in my head. But I remember looking at the ranks and seeing him down there. And I was like, well, he was surrounded by guys that weren't in their team starting 3 wide receiver sets. And I was like, but then you come back to Drew Lock and Teddy. But I don't know, guys. Maybe we saw Josh Allen get better. Maybe we're witnessing the Drew Lock, Renaissance era.
Yeah, I think the rankings here did not reflect his bump from last week, so I was able to swoop on him for the fact that he was like 25 names down.
Boom.
Yeah, good pick.
Ian, don't take my guy.
Well, now I'm curious who it is. If I can figure it out, I'll absolutely take him.
Well, it's on the screen, but I've you can only see the last couple. We can probably figure it out.
Larry Roundtree.
Yeah, it's Larry Roundtree.
I'm not taking Larry Roundtree. Is he even going to?
I think Larry Roundtree has like a 5th percentile SPARQ score.
Yeah, I remember reading. I remember Kevin did the Roundtree write up in the rookie portfolio thing we did, and it was very uninspiring for. I just remember being like, "Wow, Kevin hates this dude."
Oh yeah, I totally hated him. Like his comps were so awful, but you never know. If running backs don't matter, then nothing matters.
That's a good pick by Kent.
I'll take
Jacoby Myers.
Returning to practice, Saints wide receiver 1, Traquan Smith.
Dude, it's Callaway. Dude, you should have.
Yeah, it could be.
Dude, you guys missed out. You left me Ty Johnson and Quadre Ollison.
Wow.
Take one of them.
Dude, Quadre Ollison is going to be – everyone's going to remember him because it's going to be on – we're going to watch it in NFL Red Zone Week 1. Quad box. Come on.
Bro, Tevin Coleman is the Jets starting running back. I understand he got held out for personal reasons, and I messed that up on a tweet. With that said, there's no way that Ty Johnson is also starting over Tevin Coleman. It's for sure Tevin Coleman.
Ty Johnson worked in more passing snaps than
Coleman
Michael
didn't
Carter
play.
did.
Well, yeah, we're talking about the second
Carter is the
running
starter.
back.
Can we not talk about these guys, please? For the love of God, come on. Discount CEH.
Kevin, you need to tweet that so we have it booked.
Yeah,
tweet.
Michael Carter.
I wrote it. I wrote it already, like months ago.
Matter.
But of course, this is. I mean, he
doesn't
didn't
matter. You got to bring it back up the time.
If you don't tweet it, it doesn't
going
matter.
on a graphic.
Okay, I got to find this. I think I might have written it in the Michael Carter profile that I did.
All right, we got a round of applause in my headphones.
All right, we are concluded with our draft on Fantrax. We all had a great time. You guys have fun?
Hell yeah.
Oh, always. I'm excited to take home the first annual PFF championship. Gotta love it.
A claim drop was just executed. Assuming that means that the draft is been completed. So
Kevin's already making roster moves to try to get ahead.
Someone added that, Ryan.
Hey, I just posted in our Slack the discount CEH. I was actually in the title. I didn't realize I had in the title of the piece.
All right. Perfect. All right. Well, you heard it here first. Michael Carter is discount CEH. Any final thoughts?
That just means CEH is bad. That just means CEH is not good. But yeah.
Touche. Hey, if he outperforms my 3rd-round running back, there we go.
All right. Let's check out these squads real quick before we go. All right. My team is basically unstoppable because I have Christian McCaffrey. I just built a juggernaut with 49ers players pretty much, and I just drafted running backs, hoping that someone else gets injured. Matt Ryan's available. Pick him up. No one drafted Patriots.
Oh my God, you named the article that, Kevin.
Yes.
Well, okay,
that was before he got drafted.
Well,
but dude, because he was one of his top comps. I mean,
that's fair.
CH had no business going in the 1st round. Let's be honest about that. Okay, he's like a 4'6" running back who weighed 200 pounds.
That's fine. As a real life player, that's fine. That's
he wasn't on the Kansas City Chiefs. If he was on the Kansas City Chiefs, how hyped would we be about?
That's fine.
CH right now.
That's fine. I thought you meant from a more fantasy perspective, and we're good. Very good.
You heard it here first, folks. Michael
Carter. It's the most okay I've been with Kevin all night.
Michael Carter outscores Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
Oh, I should put that in my hot take. Jared, write that up. Get a graphic for that.
Have that Twitter.
Michael Carter outscores Edwards-Helaire. Hey, could happen. Ty Johnson could outscore them.
Probably can't happen.
All right. Well, all right. Any final words, guys? I don't know what is going on with the Fantrax draft app. I think. Did someone actually pick up Matt Ryan? Oh, there he is. No, he's good. Tannehill didn't get drafted. So stream away, people. Plenty of quarterbacks in a 10-team league. But
madness.
Again, if you want to get in Fantrax, we're going to be sponsoring over at PFF all season long. Again, if you want to win a signed Davante Adams jersey, use promo code PFF at fantrax.com/PFF. Get in the fun. Drafts are coming up. Guys, anything you want to promote that's going on the website this week, next week? Because it's fantasy football season. It's live. People are drafting.
PFF Fantasy Football Podcast. We're going to have an episode out Friday that's going to be breaking down every single, I shouldn't say every single, bad pitch, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, general strategy, fades, values. I just want to try to, I've been doing so much throughout the summer. I want to try to jam it as much as I can into one episode. So got that going. Fun drafting with you guys. Thank you, Fantrax.
Jared, Kevin?
Yeah, we got everything you need to dominate your fantasy football league in PFF's Fantasy Draft Kit. I got a big ol' update coming to my half PPR rankings that'll be coming out on Friday. So definitely check that out.
Boom. Kev, any final hot takes?
No. I think I exceeded my limit already during this, quite honestly. But I'll just say, I'll give you this. I did this expert draft last year in a Superflex league, and I didn't take a quarterback until I think Tua was the first quarterback that I took, and everyone just trashed me the entire time. But I grabbed Tua, I grabbed Justin Herbert, I grabbed Jalen Hurts, I grabbed all these guys, and I ended up winning the league. So draft grades. Draft grades, two thumbs down, way down.
2 thumbs down. There you have it, folks.
You get an A today, Kevin. Don't worry. A plus, actually.
All right, that's good.
Draft grade in our draft. Is it draft grades? I don't know.
Well, someone who took a kicker, probably.
Yeah, that's right. All right, people. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you follow us all on Twitter and check out all of our stuff over at pff.com and sign up at Fantrax. Again, promo code PFF, fantrax.com/PFF.